Salam sejahtera, Professor. My name is Xu Chongwen. I am the master student from the School of Humanity. Today, I will represent my team to have this presentation. Before the presentation, I want to ask some questions. Do you know behind a diamond there is a bloody, dirty story? And why is Africa Earth red? Have you seen Oscar-nominated film Blood Diamond? If you have seen this movie, you must know the answers. The hero of this movie, Danny, said, "The war is bloody, but war is not for independence and freedom. It's solely for the purpose of possession of gold, oil, ivory, but also the diamond. In order to occupy, the warlords he is fighting. In order to occupy, children are trained to be a killing machine." In addition to conflict diamonds, there are many unethical issues caused by diamonds. Why I tell this to you? Because my team's goal with this presentation is to found and provide some useful idea to be the contemporary initiatives and standards to assist the jewelry industry to be a sustainable and ethical jewelry industry. So our team's topic is an analysis of the integration of Confucius' ecological economy thought and the sustainable development goals and its enlightenment to ethical jewelry. And these are my team members' details. Our proposal has 7 parts. The first part is abstract. In the long run, the jewelry industry is laden with social, environmental, and country issues. These issues made a novel field gradually appears to be attracted, which is ethical jewelry. To make an ethical jewelry, some significant initiatives and standards should be set. This research uses the method of literature analysis, attempting to examine the integration of Confucius' ecological economy thought and some of SGDs as the contemporary initiatives and standards to assist the jewelry industry to be a sustainable, ethical jewelry industry. At the same time, found the realistic value of the Confucius ecological economy thought. And the second part is research background. In the long run, the diamonds industry put increasing pressure on environment, social sources, and country conflict, and so on. And you can see those issues in this PowerPoint. And these issues have made a brand new field gradually concerned, namely ethical jewelry. But our research is going to turn the point to a sustainable and ethical jewelry industry. So what is the sustainable and ethical jewelry? It means transparent and accountable sourcing practices and the use of sustainable materials. It has a minimal impact on the environment, it isn't involved with conflict, and gives back to workers by way of fair wages and safe working environments. In an attempt to make a sustainable and ethical jewelry industry, many initiatives and standards have been set by UN, ILO, ETI. These initiatives and standards have made some effects to above-mentioned attempt, but they still need to be improved. However, thought is the behavioral performance of problem solving. To make a sustainable and ethical jewelry industry, a Chinese sage the thought cannot be neglected. That is Confucius. He is a famous statesman, educator, and philosopher in China, and his thought have been influencing Chinese over 200 years. And interestingly, his ecological economy thought include the idea of righteousness and benefits, and the theory that man is an integral part of nature is consistent with some of SGDs, especially Goal 3, ensuring healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. Goal 12, ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns. Goal 14, protecting sustainable utilization of the oceans and the marine resources to promote sustainable development. Goal 15, protecting sustainable development, restoring and promoting sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainable forest management, combating desertification, stopping and reversing land degradation, and curbing biodiversity loss. Goal 16, promoting peaceful and inclusive for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And these goals can be integrated into the sustainable, ethical development of jewelry industry in the future. Therefore, our team's research will examine the integration of Confucius ecological economy thought and some of SGDs to assist the jewelry industry to be a perfect ethical jewelry industry. The third part is research aim. This research aims to analyze the meeting point between Confucius' ecological economy thought and the Sustainable Development Goals. It mainly focuses on the goals 3, 12, 14, 15, and 16. And second, we will provide useful inspiration and guidance for the sustainable and ethical development of the jewelry industry. And third, seeking the application of modern value of Confucius' ecological economy thought in the field of SGDs and ethical jewelry industry. The fourth part is our literature review. And because the limitation of the time, we just picked out a few key literature to talk about. And we divided it into 3 categories. The first category is Sustainable Development Goals. SGDs are 17 Global Development Goals formulated by the United Nations. They will guide the global development work from 2015 to 2030. The second category is Confucius' ecological economy thought. Professor Deng Yanfei, Xu Lei, and Xu Jiuping said that Confucian ethics of harmony between man and nature and seeing the benefit and thinking righteously have profound enlightenment for the correct establishment of sustainable development. And the third category is jewelry and SGDs. The Ambassador Nasir Abdulaziz Al Nasser, in his keynote address to the CIBJO Congress, argues that the jewelry industry can play a significant role in the UN Sustainable Development Agenda by doing this. The fifth part is research method and proposed innovation. This research mainly adopts the method of literature analysis through the comprehensive search, induction, analysis, and identification of the secondary data from the internet, journals, newspapers, and so on. The valuable academic views of ethical jewelry and Chinese Confucius ecological economy thought are extracted. Through in-depth analysis of previous and current research results, this study constructs the impact of traditional Chinese Confucius thought and SGDs on the sustainable development of jewelry industry. And our research have 2 proposed innovation. The first one is we will examine this topic from the perspective of ecological economy thought. And the second one, this research will fill the gap that few researchers have linked Confucius' ecological economy thought with the ethical, sustainable development of the jewelry industry. And the sixth part is our expected results. Firstly, finding the meeting point between Confucius' ecological economy thought and the Sustainable Development Goals. Secondly, providing useful inspiration and guidance for the sustainable and ethical development of the jewelry industry. And thirdly, thinking the modern value of Confucius' ecological economy thought. And the last part is our references used in this proposal. This is our own. And this is the last PowerPoint is our, the last PowerPoint is our tasks in this assignment. And finally, I want to thank you for all the professors teaching and thank you for providing us your invaluable guidance. Terima kasih.